Recently, I've been watching the show Spongebob Squarepants, and they've had new episodes on. I have two kids, a 9-year-old and a 5-year-old, and so, of course, I am obviously stuck watching that show constantly. I noticed something. The first 3 years of SpongeBob was very funny, was groundbreaking. Innuendo jokes, the smart humor, the creativity was beyond reproach. I have never seen anything like it, which is why it was such a groundbreaking series. Fast forward another decade or so, and now we have some of the worst television that's still on that I have ever seen in my life.
Hawk push-ups.
I can't tolerate watching it anymore. My kids don't even want to watch it anymore because they are not funny. They're not funny and they're annoying at best. Why is SpongeBob horrible? Well, let's check this out. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Are you sure? Okay, the secret formula is John Cena Seaman!
No, it's not John Cena's semen, but SpongeBob is horrible. And the reason SpongeBob is horrible now is because of his annoyance. Now, years ago, his annoyance factor is what made him funny, but he was also witty at the same time. Now he's not. I clocked one of the recent episodes to see how long this little fuck could sit there and laugh. He laughed for 3 minutes and 17 seconds of an 11-minute episode. Are you fucking kidding me? If you have a show and the only thing you do for a third of it is make a laugh noise, that would be canceled on any normal television station. But Nickelodeon promotes it as if this stupidity is some type of pinnacle cherry on the turd of Viacom television. On top of that annoyance of SpongeBob, we have to deal with the other characters in SpongeBob. I'm talking about Patrick. Patrick Star, which used to be my favorite character. His stupid laugh, it was great. He made witty comments, it was awesome. Now he's just an asshole.
I fucking love you!
When Patrick tries to be funny, all he is an asshole. He treats people like shit on the show. He treats the other characters like shit. This all started in the episode of SpongeBob where Patrick became a king. If you remember that one. Sandy Cheeks, which was also one of my favorite characters back in the day, has basically become plot filler anymore. She doesn't really hold a powerful role. So you want to talk about all these folks in Viacom talking about women's rights and things like that, yet they have Sandy Cheeks, the female character on SpongeBob, taking a back seat almost every episode. So how's that for PC justice?
To Sandy, the smartest, prettiest squirrel in Bikini Bottom. Signed, a friend.
Then I want to talk about Mr. Krabs and Plankton. That right there, those two characters are the reason the show has gone down the tubes to nothing. And it's not the actual characters, it's the plot line associated with them. The writers have gotten so fucking lazy that more than half the episodes on SpongeBob are nothing more than Plankton trying to steal the formula from Mr. Krabs. That's it. There's no other plot line. You don't even have to write it. That writes itself. You can do anything and it writes itself as long as you keep it in that little tiny box of plot.
Give me back my formula, Plankton! Well, that's stupid, but how is it torture?
And how lazy are your writers? Is it the same writers that are writing the pop songs that are out now that have, the same chords that are repeated over and over and over and over again because people have no, attention span? Squidward, on the other hand, who is the pillar of SpongeBob, is getting less and less airplay.
Why is it whenever I'm having fun, it's wrong?
And I'm not sure why. The starving artist mentality, his assholish nature towards SpongeBob and Patrick is what made his antagonistic approach so amusing. But now even his character is starting to change into this annoying fucktard that's happening. The witty comments are getting less and less. Low-hanging fruit. That's all it is. There is no intellectual comedy in this anymore. You would get the same experience as a kindergartner as you would a 10th grader in this show. And that's a huge problem. Because the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob used to be hilarious with hidden jokes and innuendos, kind of like Animaniacs. You remember that show? Hello, nurse! Remember that? Well, SpongeBob used to do all kinds of stuff like that, like this excellent clip of Squidward.
Right, something that would make Mr. Krabs' whole wiener thing blow right up in his face.
Yeah, blow up.
Without these type of subtleties in the show, we are getting a raw, crude piece of rubbish that we have to watch now. These same writers from MTV are now influencing the shows on Nickelodeon. So shows like SpongeBob are now starting to take little bits of MTV programming and incorporate it into their writing, which means you're starting to get this PC social justice warrior bullshit added to Spongebob Squarepants. And if anybody knows anything about political correctness or curtailing free speech, it reduces creativity to the point of non-existence. SpongeBob needs to have a graceful exit. I hope you know what that means. That means after a show has outlived its usefulness, and you get rid of it, and you hype up an ending episode, and then boom, you get rid of it. Go out gracefully. Don't try to dry hump this shit zombie that you've created, because that's what you're starting to do. Please end it now, because SpongeBob has to go. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, check out my videos, and thumbs up, baby. Take it easy.